Hello everyone, welcome back for me talking about some specific topic here. I'm in Korea since about half a year and now it's summer, it's very hot, so I would like to go to swim and cool down and so on, but it's interestingly more difficult than you would expect because here in Korea people don't go to lakes for swimming, neither they swim in rivers, and so you basically need to go to the ocean, which is always like 3 hours away from here, where I am. Yeah, and then swimming pools are available, but not so many. So when I lived in Germany, for example, there was no sea close by, but instead, like every small town had their own swimming pools for children and adults, and so on. Here, I live in a very populated area, and there are not so many pools here available for the public. Uh, and especially now with Corona, they are mostly closed anyway. Uh, it's uh, it's interesting from a point of view that I think a lot of people here in Korea don't know how to swim, and I think there are specific reasons for that, and I want to talk about those today. So last weekend we went to a water park. It's called. It's mostly for children here, because the water is never really deep and they don't have any pools for real swimming or anything like that. It's mostly just like a spa and for children playing. So we went there and they have so many rules. It was amazing. I was quite agitated about all the rules, and they have people enforcing those rules also. One rule is to have a bath cap. Obviously, they tried to make me wear one also, but I refused. And then they, because I don't even have hair, so how is it going to interfere with the filters or anything like that? So they went back and asked the supervisors, and the supervisor said, "Okay, okay, he can come in without a cap." And I always wonder about those caps because I remember in Poland in the 80s we in one swimming pool we needed to wear them, and I assume it's because of the filtering system, the old one. But since then I've never seen anyone forcing people having caps on, and don't quite understand why this is so important. Then so they had a wave pool which creates waves, and it was like from nothing, and it went slow and deeper and deeper, and the deepest is 180 centimeters, and I'm 187, so it would go like to here for something. And there's a line at between 1 meter and 1 meter and 20 centimeters where they have a guy, a guard, watching this line, and if he sees someone without a life vest going over the line, then he he tells them to go back, to stay in the shallow water. So even people who can swim, I mean, I was not allowed to go deeper than like until here. And I mean, I've been swimming my whole life. I learned swimming myself. My dad taught me a little bit, and the rest I did myself. So no worries there. And but still, I was not allowed to go there. But small children who couldn't swim but had a life vest, they were allowed to go into the deep water. Yeah, yeah. However, uh, so then there was a seesaw, and my girlfriend's daughter wanted to whip on it, so I jumped on it also to just press down a little bit. But then there was again someone telling me that I'm not allowed to do this. Instead, she didn't have anyone, so she was just, yeah, she couldn't play on it. So we needed to go away. That was also like very weird. It's not like I'm breaking the thing or anything. And this guard who was there, it seems that the only purpose of her being there was to tell the adults to not play with the children on this seesaw, because she was telling everyone and all day long. So basically, nobody played there because they always have like one child with them or something, and this one child cannot play alone on this. It was weird. Then they had a water slide. Yeah, it was nice, not so long, but nice. And my girlfriend's dad wanted to slide on it, but they asked him how old he was, and then he told him that no, you are too old, you are not allowed. But he is totally fit and functional. He has no problems, he can swim, he can do everything, but he was not allowed on the slide. In the end, they kind of convinced someone to let him go, and he had a lot of fun. But that's also like a very weird rule. Just because you are over a specific age doesn't mean that you are not capable of swimming or doing physical stuff. Uh, yeah, if you want to, it's totally on you, in my opinion. Uh, yeah, so those things. And then yeah, not last time, but a couple of weeks ago, we went to the sea and bathing there, and also they had like lifeguards going on a motor, like water motorcycle. I don't know what they are called. Uh, on the line and always pushing people back if because everything which was for me deeper than this, they pushed the people back. So I guess you're because they are afraid of people drowning, I would guess, because a lot of people can't swim here. And but I think it's a weird cycle where you try to solve a problem, people not drowning, by disallowing people like really experiencing swimming, and you don't have the facilities, and so on and so on. So people then don't cannot start swimming because they are always in shallow water. So they never learn swimming, and therefore you need more guards to guard and push people back into the shallow water. Uh, it's weird. But I guess this is a cultural shock to me, where people don't swim because, yeah, so they're not allowed in lakes, not in rivers, n- nowhere, and the pools are mostly for children, just to like very shallow, and even in the ocean, they push you back so you don't go into deep water. Yeah, in this water park, they also had like shields with rules, a lot of rules, obviously. And one shield was that everybody needs to have obviously this cap, but another rule on the same shield was that everybody needs to have a life vest also. And it was so weird because it was very shallow water, but still a lot of people had those, those vests, which obviously prevent you from learning to swim in any kind of way. Uh, then, oh yeah, the bathing clothes are also quite different to what we have in the West. In the West, you have like shorts perhaps, and the women have a bikini or a one piece or something. with 3 arms and 3 legs. But here, both men and women have like at least some kind of a t-shirt, or most of them have long sleeves, special bathing suits which go like until here, and at least shorts. But many people even have full leggings under the shorts, so that, and then a hat, and so they are completely shielded from the sun, I guess. But this many of them have just to go with a t-shirt also, and this prevents them from swimming also, I think, because if you try to swim in full clothes, it's much more difficult than swimming like just with speedos or shorts or some bikini or something like that. So all of those things kind of go on top of each other, so that people are less capable of swimming, and therefore the probability of them drowning is much higher. Uh, and I understand that this is a cultural thing, and I heard that in China it's the same. And I worked with guys from India, and they also came to Sweden and didn't know how to swim. So it's interesting. It's something I just wanted to mention and explain. I think that's all on my list here. I wrote a list so I would not forget some topic which I wanted to talk about. Yeah, thank you for listening, and if you have comments, just send me an email or comment under this video or on Mastodon or however. Okay, see you.